It was a tiring day for everyone involved, be the political parties or the journalists, but finally the National Conference and the Congress have found a meeting ground. They'll fight on all seats, though there are some friendly seats which now being called friendly, but they were the bone of contention, and it took 5-6 days to iron out these differences. We've been joined by Mr. Omar Abdullah, who since morning has been part of these deliberations, at times directly or indirectly. Sir, how satisfied are you at the end of the day with the alliance and with the seat sharing agreement? Are both the sides happy?
We couldn't have done better. And if both sides had not been happy, we wouldn't have had an understanding. We couldn't have forced the Congress to accept something that they were inherently unhappy with. And nor could the Congress have forced us to accept something we are unhappy with. An alliance or a seat sharing is a compromise. So Congress has compromised, National Conference has compromised. The idea was that we fight those seats on which we are strongest. Now there are a handful of seats on which we were not able to agree. So be it. We will have candidates from both parties, but that, if you see, out of 90, only 5 are such seats. I don't think that's a big problem.
Right. So, but how difficult was it to really keep your flock together? Because there are people, your workers, your candidates who had been working so hard in their own respective constituencies, waiting for this day. So how difficult was it? And I think both you and the Congress were facing the same issues too.
We will face issues. Look, you are having elections in Jammu and Kashmir after 10 years. There is no political party that will not face dissension. You've seen the state of the BJP today. Look at the amount of dissension the BJP is facing. Now this is a party that prides itself on being, the most disciplined party. That party had to call the police into its office today. People broke furniture. They cancelled their list within 10 days and within 10 minutes and released a truncated list. Now that is the state of the BJP. Every political party will face some amount of dissension. Look, I genuinely feel for those colleagues of mine who were expecting to fight in their constituencies on a National Conference ticket but will not be able to because of the seat sharing. I can understand how difficult it will be for them to accept this decision. But they must understand that for the bigger cause of keeping the BJP communal forces and those forces that have destroyed Jammu and Kashmir out, a certain amount of sacrifice was necessary, and that is what we have done.
So, talking of your stand before these elections were announced, you were always talking about the fact that it has been downgraded to a UT, and you were also very vocal about the fact that for a chief minister, everything, even if you have to have a peon, you'll have to go to the lieutenant governor. But now it seems that for the larger party interest, you are really involving yourself in a big way. So can we see Omar Abdullah also contesting?
Look, that's something that the party has to decide. Where one is sort of misplaced or where one's views have been incorrect, I think there's no harm in admitting that greater thought should have been given. I'm acutely aware of the fact that it is, how do I put it, let's say hypocritical on my part if I were to tell people that I have no faith in this assembly, but they must vote for it. Or if I were to tell my colleagues that I don't believe this assembly, but you must contest these elections. Voters would have a right to then ask me, now, आप इस assembly को नहीं मानते हो, तो हम इस assembly के लिए vote क्यों दें? And ultimately, no matter how difficult governing in a UT is, it will still be better than what we have now. If nothing else, there will be an enormous check and balance in the way in which the Lieutenant Governor exercises power. And in the short term, that is a victory. But more importantly, I sincerely believe that we will remain a UT only for a short while after these elections. If nothing else, we will go back to the Supreme Court and remind the Honorable Chief Justice of India that the Government of India committed in front of him restoration of statehood early. And that's all we need.
Right. Last question, sir. Last question. Talking of, though it's hypothetical in many ways, but once this government is formed, and once you are there, most probably we see if you translate the results of Lok Sabha, you will definitely be the single largest party. Considering that we went to North, South, Central Kashmir, there's a lot of anger amongst the people. There is a disconnect on daily issues. They say that the bureaucracy, Naukarshahi, there is no excess. So, what all has happened in the last 6 years? What would be your first preference as a government? Do you think that is the issue as far as the common man is concerned? The disconnect, they're not being heard?
Look, the disconnect will end the moment people have an elected MLA, the moment you have an elected government, the moment that government starts traveling to the districts. Look, how do you expect there to be anything but a disconnect when your lieutenant governor requires roads to be closed for 20 minutes before he goes anywhere? I should know because he goes past my house 10 times a day. And every time he goes past, we get locked in our homes for at least 20 minutes. अब जो आदमी सड़क खाली करके एक जगह से दूसरे जगह जाए, how do you expect there to be any connect between the people? The first thing an elected government must do, and I'm not even going to make the assumption as to who will form that government, whichever elected government is there, it must immediately, in all forms, restore connect with the people. The agenda of the Legislative Assembly, that I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the agenda of an elected government must be to re-establish contact with the people.
Right. Thank you so much, sir. So that was Umar Abdullah, a tired looking Umar Abdullah, because he, like many other leaders who were trying to thrash out differences, trying to iron out differences from both the parties, were busy since morning. There were hectic parleys, negotiations, different rounds, and finally the alliance is done. It's an understanding on all 90 seats, and as you heard him, they will fight together, and the 5 seats that were a bone of contention, it will be a friendly fight. Both the parties will fight on those constituencies, but the National Conference very confident of having a good show like it did in the Lok Sabha elections, and is also confident of seeing itself as the single largest party on 4th of October when the results of these elections will be out. With camera person Tariq Loan Mir, Farid, Srinagar for India Today.